What makes CSA special for me is at a personal level, it's just a delight. It's a delight because of how it just came into being. It's a delight at how it's grown. And it's a delight at what it draws to it and the people it draws to it. And you know, CSA has been going for about 26 years now, and we started our first course in 2006, although we'd set CSA up a few years before then. And we never intended it to be what it has become. We were just going to run a course. And when we ran that, we thought, oh, I suppose we could do another one next year, and so it went on. It's now an international company running about 6 courses throughout the year in different parts of the year and in different languages. So it currently runs in Japanese, in Chinese, in French, in English and in American, if you count American as being a different language. And that's just, for me, it's a wonderment. And many, many years ago, when Edna, who is the other director and the co-founder, we were in a meeting with some of our CSA graduates in London. They were wanting to do a sort of a business plan, not for CSA, but for other things that was shot off around CSA. And they wanted us to go into different parts of the room and do a drawing. And I was sitting in one corner of the room, and Edna was sitting in the opposite corner of the room. So we were nowhere near each other. And at the end of us doing our little drawings, somebody went round the room and invited us to share. And what amazed me, and certainly Edna, and possibly anybody else who was awake, was that Edna and I had drawn the same thing. And what we had drawn was an amoeba. And that sense of one cell that just grows and multiplies and grows. For me, the heart of CSA, and we talk about this sometimes when we're talking about the company, we liken it to a piece of Brighton rock. Now, I've learned that that simile does not translate really outside of England. So I have to explain it when I'm working with people from other countries. But a piece of Brighton rock, for those of you who don't know, is a candy, and it's in a long stick. And the name of the town is through the rock. So wherever you break the stick of rock, you'll see the name written. And that's CSA. What goes down right through the middle of it is CSA. And the word that goes down is love. And that sounds a bit flaky. And we didn't used to talk about love 26 years ago in the business context. So we used things like unconditional acceptance. But actually, we're talking about love. And that's what is the heartbeat behind CSA. And it's the heartbeat about what we do. Now, I've been talking about the company, and you might think, well, yeah, that's great, but what does CSA do? Well, it stands for Coaching Supervision Academy. And what we teach is coaches to be supervisors. But I think that supervision, as well as being something in its own right, which is valuable for the coach, valuable for their clients, the coachee, supervision is valuable to help the coach or supervisee improve on their skills and their abilities and be able to be more with their client and accompany their client. So that in itself is valuable. But what that's really about, from my perspective, is about being with people, to connect with them and to enable them through that connection to connect with themselves, and from there connect with others So that's what I think is great about CSA.